in '97, where they had home field advantage. They got knocked off both times.
Through 30 minutes of football, here are some of the numbers for Denver and Oakland.
No real surprise that rushing has been really the keynote of this entire first half. I think what really surprised me more than anything else was the job that the Raiders defense has done on the passing game of the Broncos.
Mike Enoh kicks it off. Second half is underway. Gabriel from the 5 and brought down by Scott Turner. A 22-yard return. Turner used to play for San Diego and the Washington Redskins. Offensive leaders for the Raiders.
Well, in those numbers of Rick Myers, though, he has completions of 21, 22, and 21 yards. So he's getting them in chunks when he gets them. And Tyrone Wheatley, most of those yards came on that one big run you see there on the videotape where he just abused the Denver defense as they refused to try to tackle him. And Jerry Rice so far has got 0 catches, and Tim Brown that 1 for 22.
Garner opens up in the backfield, and the slot is Porter. 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Kelly Herndon comes and snuffs him out, and loss of a yard inside the 25.
Yeah, you talk about this defense for Denver being ranked number 2. It's a stat thing. I mean, I really don't care where you're ranked. I'll use the analogy of the Kansas City Chiefs again. And the Kansas City Chiefs defense is ranked, what, 24th, 23rd in the league? But they've made the big plays and gotten the big turnovers. The Denver defense has nice numbers. They have not produced the big turnovers like a lot of other good defenses have in the league, though.
Second down, 11 from the 25 of Oakland. Caught by Rice. Leads his way upfield, brought down by 6. 46-yard line, 21-yard gain, and the 41-year-old out of Mississippi Valley State catching his 268th consecutive game pass.
And his 1,501 as a receiver. And what a great, see his head and shoulders kind of jolt back. Rick Meyer had to fit that into a shoebox window. And when he did, that thing had a lot of pepper on it.
4-3-4 Denver defense, 46, 1st and 10 Meyer. Here they come. Bertrand Berry forces a wobbly out of bounds pass. And it's incomplete.
Second out. That ball was not only past the line of scrimmage, he was out of the pocket when he threw it. So the crowd here wanted a grounding. So here's the defensive end from Berry coming up here with the pressure on the outside, and Rick Meyer's face, like we talked about a few times today. Good discipline staying inside, being held, but still gets the contain. Meyer has had 3 passes now of 21 yards.
5 in the secondary. Second down and 10. And looked like Al Wilson got it. The Broncos have gotten the game's first turnover. And Al Wilson and Donnie Sprague there at the bottom of the pile.
Well, no sooner did you mention the fact that they haven't gotten the turnovers for the Denver defense, and you haven't made the big plays. Denver's defense makes a big play with the help of Tyrone Wheatley. Helmet put directly on the ball. I mean, we're talking right on the ball. Caused that turnover. See the helmet on the ball? What a great job by Nick Ferguson coming in there and just splattering that ball right out of Tyrone Wheatley's hands.
So Wheatley the fumble, 45 of Oakland, 1st and 10 for Jake Plummer. Top of the screen, Shannon Sharp. Fake to Portis, here comes Johnson on the blitz, and Tim Johnson forces the incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10. It is a piecemeal defense with all the injuries.
You get a big play the other way, what do? You try to get your own big play. Chuck Bresnahan brought the blitz. And when he does, he brings Tim Johnson, and it's not really a complete delay blitz, but there's a little hesitation by Tim Johnson. He'll be coming right out of this side of the screen a little bit late. See, he's the 2nd linebacker. The 1st linebacker is Harris. It leaves nobody to pick up Tim Johnson. Good, clean, aggressive play by Johnson, splattering a little bit of dirt on Jake's helmet and ruining that play for the Broncos.
Receivers are Smith and Lee, 45-yard line. 2nd down and 10. Clinton Portis grabbed by Barton and down to the 41 with the gain of about 4.5 on the play. For the Broncos on the offensive side, first half leaders.
Efficient. Jake Plummer has been very efficient, and Clinton Portis has just been, I guess not efficient's not the word. I mean, they're terrific. They've been very aggressive and persistent with their running game, and he's not in there right now. That says to me, with an empty backfield, here comes the pass down the field. Watch McCaffrey.
Deltha O'Neal is in the game, 41-yard line, 3rd down. And a pass intended for O'Neal. He was covered by Barton. It's incomplete. It's 4th down, and Denver has got a punt. Pressure from Lorenzo Bromell on the quarterback, Jake Plummer. What about using O'Neal as a receiver? He's normally a cornerback safety.
Well, when you've got the deluxe condo in Mike Shanahan's doghouse, you're lucky you're on the field anywhere.
It's a good answer. Philip Buchanan awaits the bunt from Micah North. Good hang time. They're going to let this drop into the end zone. Touchback with a 40-yard punt by Micah North. Broncos on top.
Remember how great the last day of school was? That's what getting away on a Southwest Airlines Fun Fair feels like. They're everyday low fares to your favorite vacation spots that start at just $49.
You're now free to move about the country.
I'm looking at him right now. He's perfect.
The new Jetta. For some people, it's a perfect fit.
Here in Nashville, internet users are taking the Net Zero High Speed Challenge. 2 computers connected to the internet through ordinary phone jacks. One using standard dial-up, the other Net Zero High Speed dial-up.
The Net Zero High Speed dial-up is on page 11, whereas the standard dial-up is on page 3.
You can surf the web up to 5 times faster for only $14.95 a month.
There's no reason why you would not want to do this.
Net Zero High Speed now includes pop-up blocker. Net Zero and Net Zero High Speed, both available now at netzero.com.
First, the season premiere of NCAA basketball, then a classic, the Army-Navy game, and in prime time, the SEC Championship, next Saturday on CBS.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
With Randy Cross, Kevin Harlan, a touchdown pass by Plummer to Sharp, a touchdown run by Portis. Couple field goals by Janikowski. That's been the scoring. Denver could not cash in on the fumble by Wheatley. After the punt, touchback to the 20, 1st and 10 Garner. Gets by Ferguson, then is pushed out of bounds by Walls. Loss of 4. Back to about the 16. Monday on the Late Show, Dave goes one-on-one with Howard Stern. Then later this week, don't miss George Clooney, Canal Reeves, and Halle Berry, all this week right here on CBS. Rick Meyer facing 2nd down and 14. He is the 3rd different Raider quarterback this season. Dumps it outside, caught by Garner, touched by Walls, and brought down by Spragan. Gain of 6 to the 22.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I guess, concern or worry or questions about whether or not a guy like Jerry Rice is going to come back next year. You know, is Tim Brown going to play next year? Jerry Porter, how's the receiving corps? Keep your eye on Jerry Rice during his football game. If you can tell me they don't constantly think about him and stopping Jerry Rice, and you see the 2 numbers of these 2 future Hall of Famers, but I mean, Jerry Rice, they allow for him. They try to stop him.
6 in the secondary, 2 linebackers, 3rd down and 8, and Meyer just throws it away. Incomplete.
See, I mean, 3rd all-time, Tim Brown at 1,057. Jerry Rice now at 1,501 after that catch today. And the yards difference, 8,000 almost yards difference between the two, not to mention the touchdowns. And, you know, Rick Mirer going right. I feed Jerry Rice. He's a weapon. I make them stop me from getting the ball to Jerry Rice.
Leckler to punt. Deltha O'Neal back at about the 30. Rush came on. Brandon was there. Couldn't get it. O'Neal, 26-yard line. He does have a punt return for a touchdown this year.
Block in the back.
Ronnie Curry knocks him out of bounds. Flags all over the field.
It was a clip by Chris Hetherington. Right now, like I said, same thing. Wasn't the referee this time, but you can do it in front of God and country. Don't do it right in front of the official.
Special
and I
teams.
mean right in front of the official.
How about the special teams for both Denver and Oakland last week?
During the return, illegal block in the back, above the waist. Number 42, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Timeout.
Timeout taken. Broncos will get it when we come back to Oakland on a rainy day in the Bay Area.
Yeah, honey, everything's under control here. Yeah, we had popcorn for dinner. No, popcorn chicken from KFC. It is so not a nugget.
KFC's popcorn chicken is real fun and real food. 100% all-white meat chicken breast, freshly cooked in fun-sized bites. $1.99 for individual or party size for $6.99.
What kind of dad do you think I am?
For a fun take on real chicken, you got a KFC What's Cooking.
Introducing a whole new line of over 30 power tools from Ridgid that'll seriously outperform what you're using now. With exact line laser precision, batteries that charge in half the time, more torque, and the best warranty in the business. But the attachment that says the most about these tools? The pros who swear by them. Ridgid, powerful, durable, professional. Buy them now at the Home Depot.
Sometimes you need a little help staying in the game. Introducing new Levitra. It's a new choice, and it's here now. Ask your doctor if a free sample is right for you. Ask about new Levitra.
Why do I rent from Enterprise? Because having the right car or truck makes all the difference. Sweetheart, your honey-do list just got a little bit longer. Sorry.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Friendly, nonstop service all across the country. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom. KFC popcorn chicken. Want 100% chicken breast in fun-sized bites? You got a KFC What's Cooking. And by Motorola, intelligence everywhere.
That's the beautiful Cal Berkeley campus.
Yeah, second best UC school in the state, huh? Next to UCLA.
27-yard line after the punt by Oakland. Play action on 1st and 10. Lobs at the Carswell. Lumbering ahead. Brought down by Charles Woodson. Flag is down. Gain to the 37. As it stands now, a pickup of 9. Another flag comes in.
And Shannon Sharp going quickly back to the huddle. Had that kind of Bart Simpson look on his face. I didn't do it. Wasn't me.
Holding during the run, number 84, offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
And Carswell's the one tight end. He's looking for a block from his other tight end. Look at Sharp. We're working there on Dorsett. Gets that right shoulder and kind of yanks it and grabs it down onto the ground. And again, there's a official to his left, an official to his right, and an official right behind him. And that caused the triumvirate of flags.
It is a spot foul. 1st and 16 back at the Denver 23. This is Clinton Portis. Missing his Dorsett. There he goes. Busting free. Asamoah from behind. Gets him down. First down. A gallop of 30 yards midfield. And they move the chains again. And Portis is over 100 yards on the day. 107 with 22 carries.
You talk about the speed of Clinton Portis. I want to talk about the power of Clinton Portis. That's why you can't arm tackle Clinton Portis. That's why he doesn't go down with the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th effort. Last week, he knocked Brian Urlacher out. Now, Urlacher was a little off balance, But that power that comes out of those legs, along with that speed, is awesome for Portis.
Two tight ends, Carswell, Sharp, in tight, 49 of Oakland, 1st and 10. Portis again, a block by Sharp. Dorsett got him this time. Flag is thrown, 49-yard line.
That'd be a hold against the Bronx, Kev. That's a hold against the Broncos inside. You know, when you look at this team inside, the Broncos do a lot of position blocking and quick turning and grabbing. And the officials see that sometimes, and the hands are outside. It's an easy flag.
Holding, number 66, offense, 10 yards. Repeat, first down.
See that penalty is against Tom Nalen, the center. He's trying to reach all the way to his left. See that block? So watch his left arm. It gets out to the outside. Ben Hamilton goes away, and then he goes down to the ground. And when defensive linemen that have that big of a head start go down to the ground, even if it's not holding, an umpire standing back there look at Nalen and go, you couldn't possibly do that. That's got to be holding.
1st and 20, 41-yard line. Delta O'Neal among 5 receivers for Plummer. Outside O'Neal, caught by Charles Woodson. Rolled down at the 43 on a gain of about 3 yards. Woodson smelled it out. Which of these AFC teams will be playing in the Super Bowl in Houston this February? Cast your vote at NFL.com. Well, gonna make a guess?
Oh, those guys? I don't know. I mean, it's way too early for that.
Just step out on a limb.
Hey, if I knew that, I could make a fortune. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think you do now. 2nd down, 17 at the 43. O'Neal remains in there. 5 receivers. Sharp back to block for Plummer. Here comes Cooper. Here comes Bromell. There goes Plummer. Caught by McCaffrey. Lunging close to a first down. He's at midfield. Whacked by Harris. Gain of 6, but shy by about a yard of a first.
You talk about veteran awareness. McCaffrey there did an excellent job of being a veteran and knowing where he was on the field. I mean, not only did he catch the ball, get his foot down, you saw the little job he did reaching forward with the ball to try to get that first down.
Well, he's 11 yards shy. I misspoke. So it's 3rd down and 11. Midfield. 5 receivers. And it's Plummer knocked down and almost on McCarron intercepted. Bromell, I think, got in the way of the pass. They got a punt nonetheless.
You know, if you're watching a game at home and you've got a quarterback that's about, you know, a Doug Flutie throws this ball, it's knocked down because he's too short. But Jake Plummer, who's 6'2", 6'3", that's just good defensive play by the defensive line. We see most of the quarterbacks in this league, even the Bledsoes, the 6'5", 6'6" quarterbacks, get passes knocked down because they're throwing through arms and around heads.
Mike Enora to punt. Philip Buchanan lets it bounce at the goal line, and it trickles into the end zone. 50-yard punt. No flags on the field.
But a 30-yard net, less than that.
Yes.
Hello, Moto.
Of all the innovations of the past 100 years, arguably the greatest are the forward pass and the ability to catch the forward pass. Introducing the Canon Digital Rebel, a 6.3 megapixel SLR with the revolutionary Digic chip and CMOS technology. The game has changed. The Digital Rebel, the culmination of 68 years of Canon know-how.
Alien Quadrilogy on DVD Tuesday.
I know a little something about making good moves.
Make your move. Talk to your doctor about Viagra today.
To learn more, race over to Viagra.com.
Access NFL.com for live scores and stats. And after the games, AOL members get exclusive NFL.com features only on AOL.
CBS Sports, home of the NCAA Basketball Championship.
A Plummer touchdown pass, a Portis touchdown run, a couple field goals by Janikowski. That's where we stand. Denver just punted. Oakland on the touchback from the 21st and 10. Wheatley in the backfield, and Meyer to the air. And incomplete coverage by Jimmy Spencer on Jerry Rice at the 30-yard line. Incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10. Next Sunday, the NFL on CBS is back with doubleheader action. First division heavyweights battle when the Colts take on the Titans. Chiefs tangle with the Broncos, and the Dolphins visit the Patriots, a game everyone will be watching. Check your local listing, beginning with Jim, Dan, Dion, and Boomer.
How many great games are there next week on CBS? Wow.
2nd down and 10 off of somebody's helmet. Ricochet is incomplete. So it'll be 3rd and 10. Let's go to our studios in New York and Jim Nance.
All right, thank you, Kevin and Randy. Some were wondering how the Seahawks would come back after blowing that lead at Baltimore last week. They've come back big at home again. It's Hasselbeck to Darrell Jackson. This team is undefeated at Seattle, but going strong here today. Let's go back to you.
Thank you, Jim. Hasselbeck, Randy, fired 5 touchdown passes last week in Baltimore.
Butch Davis's football team looks absolutely dumbfounded and confused.
3rd down and 10. Meyer outside. Hayward on that line was guarding Teo Johnson. He got a punt. 4th down.
Yeah, the first reaction is, what in the heck is a guy like Reggie Hayward, a defensive lineman, doing out there in the coverage? But, you know, you get some of these zone blitzes now. You end up blitzing a linebacker on the outside, and you drop a defensive end into coverage. And Denver got away with a gamble with that one.
Leckler to punt. And Delco O'Neal is back. He'll retrieve it at the 34, 35-yard line. Hit by Eric Johnson. No flag.
Some returners just manage to run to the nearest tackler, you know?
45-yard punt.
Every Sunday, these bold warriors meet in a quest for glory. Proud gladiators whose game is equal parts preparation
Cook 'em, baby!
and passion. When men become myths and moments become legend. The game is tailgating. The cola is Pepsi. It's the cola.
Check Sam Blitz. Check that safe. It's on 2. Red 80, yo, watch the
Thanks for taking care of them today.
Let's go, let's go.
The 2004 Jetta. New look, same get up and go.
I don't know how he does it.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by NikeGridiron.com and by DirecTV, movies, music, and exclusive sports from the leader in digital satellite entertainment.
You know, Mike Wallace and Lawrence Taylor today in the NFL Today, great piece about how LT used to distract opponents. Here in Oakland, they take a little bit more simplistic approach.
Gosh. All right, Oakland just punted. It is 1st and 10 for the Broncos at the 37-yard line. Hape in the backfield, and Portis with the run. Brought down by Harris. He was hit also by Barton. Nice play. Tonight on CBS is a night of great holiday entertainment. 20 years ago, he became a hero, then disappeared. Now a mysterious stranger just might make his family's wish of finding him come true. Peter Falk and Valerie Bertinelli star in a world premiere holiday movie, Finding John Christmas. It's tonight, 9/8 Central here on CBS. Second down, 12. Denver 30-yard line. Drones in motion. Plummer to throw. Good block with the blitz on. The pass incomplete for Smith. Coverage by Charles Woodson. It's 3rd and 12. Smith has not caught a pass since the first quarter.
Well, he really right now is kind of the guy that I guess the Raiders are most worried about. Ashley Lilly is a receiver that in the last 5 games is supposed to be the big play guy. He's got 12 catches for 152 yards, and the ball's a little bit thrown low and away, but with the coverage by Rod Woodson, he gave Jake Plummer nowhere else to try to fit that ball.
We got to get to the 47, 3rd and 12. Bronco 35. 6 in the secondary for the Oakland Raiders. Portis in the backfield. Salam with the block at left tackle, dumping it off to Portis. One-on-one with Bart. Triple teamed and brought down. All kinds of defenders there, including Dorsett and Charles Woodson. Gain of 7, not enough. They got a punt. So 3 second-half Denver possessions. This will be their 3rd consecutive punt coming up.
Yeah, this game is going to start feeling eerily familiar to Mike Shanahan. The game last week that they lost to the Chicago Bears, they had some dominant moments statistically, and they're having some dominant moments here, but this Raider team is hanging and hanging, and it's a team built to beat you late. Broncos are not strong late.
Mike Anor, the punt. He's had one blocked today by O.J. Santiago, which went in the end zone for a safety. And here comes Philip Buchanan. Finds a lane. Now if he can only keep on his helmet, Drones makes the tackle. Last week he had a big return against Kansas City, took off the helmet, and they basically wiped it away. 36-yard punt, 36-yard return.
Reuben Drones had him zeroed in the whole way, but here's the field position. Oakland, do something with it.
Mike, Sue.
Yes.
Love and honor. Yep. Sickness, health.
Uh-huh.
Objections? Rings? Do you?
I do.
Do you?
I do.
Kiss? Husband and wife. Next.
Nextel walkie-talkies get it done.
At Miller, we brew great tasting beer because you can get in line and take what they give you, or you can make your own choice. Miller, good call.
A tragedy sent a single mother into a 2-year coma.
Kid and her mom thrown out a window.
Mom just woke up.
Now, detectives will help her find out who's to blame.
She was hiding and drawing.
Why was she hiding?
He's coming.
Cold Case, CBS tonight.
Raiders will start at the Denver 41.
I said, here's the field position. Take advantage of it. Last year, they took advantage of getting the ball in opponent's territory. This year, one of their major flaws.
Wheatley in the backfield. He has fumbled today. Crockett will join him. 1st and 10. End around. Elvis with it forwards. That played beautifully by linebacker Donnie Sprague. A loss of 7 and back to the 49.
Sprague played out of Stanford University. Look at him come up top. never gets fooled by the action going away. Saw Whitted coming back the other way, got up, kept contained. Excellent tackle on a bad surface, and a Bay Area guy who spent some serious dollars on tickets today makes it all worthwhile.
Second down, 17. They got to get to the 31. Garner is in the backfield. Meyer, short drop, quick throw, caught by the rookie out of Stanford, Teo Johnson. He was tackled by another Cardinal, Spragan, gain of 7 to the 41. Third down.
Well, the last 3 times this Raider team has gotten the ball, and they haven't always been in this great field position, but the theme has been abysmal, bad.
Third and 10. Garner in the backfield. 5 in the secondary. Meyer under Barrett Robbins. Quick hitter caught by Garner. He tumbles ahead to the 32, shy of a first down by about a yard. A gain of 9 on 3rd and 10. What do you do on 4th and 1?
4th and 1, if I'm Oakland, I can make my pick. I can kick it with Janikowski and make it, but with Zach Crockett back there, I'd go for it. And Spragan makes himself another play, his 5th tackle of the day, saves that first down.
Langston Walker will come in on the offensive line.
Concentrate on Zach Crockett, Kevin, number 32, lining up right there behind Hetherington, the fullback.
4th and 1 at the 32. They got to get to the 31. Crockett diving, carving, first down. Oakland Raiders on a gain of 4 over the middle.
You know, it's much like a John Smoltz fastball. You're up there in the 9th inning, and you know you're getting nothing but heat. And you're the Denver defense, and it's 4th and short, and you know you're getting nothing but Zach Crockett. But you can't do anything with either one of them.
This is Denver's, to their defense, the deepest they have allowed the Raiders into their territory today.
I'll bring back the Jerry Rice subject. You need Jerry Rice to be making plays in these situations.
Somebody moved, but it might have been Langston Walker, who is now playing a tackle eligible on the right side.
66 offense, 5 yards, still first down.
So it looks like they want to get more meat, more bulk on that offensive line.
Yeah, the old Burger King line. Where's the beef? Well, the beef's on the field right now. Because the beef is on the right side. Here's Langston Walker right here, lined up at the right tight end. Well, you get him in air. You know, offensive linemen aren't comfortable when they have air around them. They really are.
Looking like a guy who knows what he's talking about.
You know, a guy 6'6", 340 is a lot more comfortable in a phone booth where he doesn't have to worry about moving around too much.
1st and 15. Wheatley in the backfield. Here comes Meyer, shuffling out of the pocket. A sidearm delivery dropped by Wheatley. The coverage by Spragan. It'll be 2nd down and 15. They got to get to the 19-yard line.
You know, this offense in 1 year has gone from, you remember when you were a kid, Halloween and scary haunted houses and scary costumes actually really brought fear into your heart. Well, NFL defenses used to have fear in their heart about this team. Well, everybody's grown up and they're not afraid of Halloween or costumes or the Raiders offense anymore.
5 in the secondary, 4 on the line, 2 linebackers for Denver. 2nd and 15. Wheatley in the backfield, flag is thrown, they'll blow that dead in mid-motion.
And one of the reasons they're not afraid of the Raiders anymore, the Raiders are continually stopping themselves. You don't have to worry about stopping them.
Ball start, 72, offense, 5 yards, still 2nd down.
That's a 7th penalty on this team.
And it's the difference. I mean, Bill Callahan's football team didn't have all these injuries and didn't make all the critical mistakes. Had they cured their mistakes the last couple of years? No, but they'd minimized them. Now it's back to being a theme for this football team.
5 defensive backs, 2nd down and 20 with the penalty at the 39 of Denver. Empty backfield, 4 receivers, including Wheatley. Here they come, and down he goes. Reggie Hayward comes shooting through, and for Hayward, his 7th sack of the season.
2002, the best team in the NFL. If you gave the ball in your own territory to the Oakland Raider offense, they were going to score. This year, one of the worst teams in the NFL. Slight detail here, folks. Nobody even breathes I mean, nobody even attempts to look at Reggie Hayward. Nobody blocks him. That's not the quarterback's fault. That's either a bad line decision or a poor scheme.
That's just the second sack he's had in the last 6 games is Charlie Garner on 3rd down and 30. Eats up a little bit. He's to the 37-yard line. Spragan was there among others. A 13-yard gain. Now 4th down and about 18 to go.
Well, you're looking at about a 53, 54-yard field goal if you try to with Janikowski. With Shane Lechler and his rugby-style drop and rugby-style kick, you're much better off letting Lechler kill this thing inside the 10-yard line. Ask your defense to get you better field position. Remember, there's not much wind, Kevin, so it's not really the issue. Watch the drop.
Lechler will have that rugby end-over-end kick with some English on it, and it will not hold. Into the end zone is O.J. Santiago. Chased it in, 37-yard boot back to the 20. And the 3rd consecutive Oakland punt. Tonight on 60 Minutes, what did Mike Wallace say to Lawrence Taylor, one of the most fearsome players in football history, that made him cry? He'll find out tonight on 60 Minutes.
Yeah, I find that whole thing sad. You know, it's just, I'm sure it's going to sell a few extra books that LT's coming out and saying this stuff, but what a pity that much talent went to that great a waste.
2 tight ends, Hape and Carswell. Jones in motion, 20-yard line. After the Oakland punt, 1st and 10. Portis, who has the touchdown run today, gobbled up by Cooper for the 24 and a gain of 4. The other Denver score, a touchdown pass by Plummer.
And just to follow up real quickly on LT and that spot you saw a little bit with Mike Wallace today on the NFL Today, and to see all of it tonight on 60 Minutes. I have no problem with a guy sort of dragging himself down in his era of football, but I think he sort of taints everybody that played against him and with him and at that time, at the same time. That was not an era of that kind of rampant excess. It wasn't that bad everywhere. I guess it was that bad in New York.
24-yard line, 2nd down and 6. Brockermeyer now playing left tackle. They dump it off to Sharp. He's got a 1st down, and with bad ribs, he is chased out of play by Dorsett. It's a 20-yard catch and run by one of the best ever to play the position, Shannon Sharp.
And the best part about this for me is you look at Sharp coming out of the left tight end position and crossing. The ball is tipped. If you see the action of the ball as it gets to Sharp, the ball is kind of elevated into the air and just tipped a little bit. And Sharp does a nice job of concentrating. And, you know, you talk about a guy that, you know, possibly in his last year, he's very coy about it, but he's still right up there. I mean, Jeremy Shockey has more catches, but he's got a touchdown today and a couple other key grabs.
1st and 10, 44. Nothing doing there. Up the middle, it was plugged by Rod Coleman. No gain, 2nd down and 10.
And the great thing about for Shannon Sharp in this offense, you don't have to be a real tight end. You're basically a tight end / wide receiver, so maybe he can buy himself another year or 2 if he wants to do it.
Portis has gained 107 yards on the ground. Plummer has thrown a touchdown pass. He is 10 of 18. And the Raiders have only gotten a couple field goals and a safety. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And the Denver Broncos in desperate need of a win on top of the Raiders, 14-8. We'll return to Oakland right after this message and a word from your local CBS station.
He's Johnny Fairplay. I'm much more than just a pretty face. But Johnny doesn't play fair. Now will someone finally take him down? All new Survivor, CBS Thursday. Valerie Bertinelli, Peter Falk, Finding John Christmas, CBS tonight.
If you really want to catch Santa in your living room, give him something to watch.
This week at Soundtrack. Stop in during our store-wide sale and save on virtually everything in the store. Plus, get 18-month, no-interest financing. Soundtrack. Experience more without paying more.
Want to know why now's the perfect time to buy that new Toyota car?
What about now?
Because of 0% financing. Now, during this Thanksgiving holiday only, you can get the best-selling car in America, the new 2004 Camry with 0% APR financing. Or choose a $219 a month lease. And that's just the beginning of our cornucopia of Thanksgiving value. But it's only at your Toyota dealer. Hurry! It all ends December 1st.
Holiday scratch games from the Colorado Lottery, making the holidays a little bit more magical.
Jim Beneman and Molly Hughes, only on News 4.
We begin the fourth quarter with a second down and 11 from the 43 for Jake Plummer and the Denver Broncos. The pitch out to O'Neal. Deltha O'Neal chased from behind. Chris Cooper had a hand on him. They also got him with Tyler Brayton. No gain on the play. You can see the fourth quarter has not been very good for the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, they have got the biggest scoring differential in the NFL, plus 42 in the first quarter. They have the next to last in the fourth quarter as far as differential. They flip it around almost the exact opposite at about minus 39 points in the fourth quarter. It's been a sorry effort in the fourth quarter, finishing games for the Broncos, and if you're the Raiders and you know that, you keep the pressure on late, regardless of the score.
5 in the secondary for Oakland, 3rd and 11. Broncos have got to get down to the 46 and a timeout taken by Jake Plummer, who has thrown a touchdown pass today, which has given Denver the 14-8 lead.
Enjoy your new Durango.
Look, it's got a DVD. And see how smooth the ride is for you and Fluffy?
Liz, what are you doing to him?
I'm just showing little Joey the new Durango.
Son, there's only one thing you need to know. Hemi. Can you say Hemi?
Hemi.
That's my boy.
The all-new Dodge Durango. Big size, smooth ride. Hemi power. Starting under $26,600.
What's everyone talking about this holiday season? The Verizon Wireless The Return of the King Text to Win sweepstakes. Because with unlimited family calling anytime minutes, that's right, anytime minutes on the America's Choice National Family Share Plan, your family can talk about it as much as they want. Just text the word WIN to the number 5687 to enter for a chance to win a home theater system. Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you. The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King in theaters December 17th.
Sicily. Pizza Hut Sicilian pizza tastes like you are there, with a thick crust and robust Italian blend of garlic, basil, and oregano baked right into every bite. Get a one-topping Sicilian pizza, just $8.99.
Hey, wait a minute! We're not in Sicily. We're in Cleveland.
Who cares? The Sicilian pizza, just $8.99. It's always a festive occasion when you gather around the good stuff.
What's with the accordion player? On a special Tuesday, Jag, you've heard smoking is deadly, but did one sailor's habits
He left the radar console so he could grab a cigarette.
kill another?
We need a corpsman!
His culpable negligence was the cause of a shipmate's death.
She's after this guy with a vengeance.
I want this guy for manslaughter.
An all-new Jag, CBS Tuesday.
After the Denver timeout, 3rd and 11 at their own 43. Where have been the Denver receivers today?
I think that's the major flaw in this offense this year. Injuries to McCaffrey, injuries to the quarterbacks. The receivers have never gotten off the dime.
Nickel secondary, Plummer throws, caught by McCaffrey, dances by Harris, brought down by Buchanan, and flag is down, shy of a first down by a yard, gain of 10. Flag is back at the 35. It's against Oakland. Maybe a late hit on Plummer, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's Woodson against Plummer late.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Number 24 defense. A forearm across the face. 15 yards. First down.
Undisciplined. They may be out of control.
There's Woodson hiding behind the right defensive end. Brayton right here coming this way, going at Jake Plummer. Watch his forearm. Oh, well, how about forearm to the chest that looked like it hit him in the head.
Broncos have lost 4 of their last 5. 5 of their last 7. Raiders have lost 4 games and 6 of their last 7 games over the last month. It is a 1st and 10, 33, Denver in Oakland territory. Haight in motion, Plummer with the pressure on. Brayton held him. There's the throw. Flag thrown. Charles Woodson trying to guard Rod Smith.
It's going to be pass interference against Woodson, working on Rod Smith.
Pass interference, 24 defense. 1st down.
Generally speaking, in this league, it's got to be something blatant, not hand play. Looking back at the ball, little minor hand play, good positioning by Charles Woodson. I'll tell you what, that's sort of, well, I'm not going to say that's sort of anything. I don't like either one of those last 2 calls, both on Woodson. Neither one of them were penalties.
In essence, a 19-yard penalty, 14 of Oakland, 1st and 10, Portis. And brought down by Tim Johnson, the linebacker, after a gain of 2.
Yeah, and Charles Woodson's one of the best corners in this league, but if you're getting those kind of calls against him, I'm not sure if you just don't keep on going against him. Keep throwing the ball against him.
2nd down and 8 coming up.
You know, this is back in New York. There's a cornerback, Deion Sanders, sitting in the studio. Or he may not be sitting. He may be standing up with his hands over his head going, what the heck was that? That was good defense. Deion, I agree.
2nd down and 8. 12-yard line. Here's Plummer on the fake. Bromell snipped it out. The throw intercepted. It's picked off by Asamoah, the rookie from Cal. That is his first career NFL interception. Or was it Buchanan? Was Buchanan the one that got it?
Yeah, it was Buchanan.
Philip Buchanan with the interception.
Ill-advised, on his heels, into coverage. Bad pass.
Somebody's got to feel this! 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 Somebody's got to feel this, feel this, feel this!
You want to say hi to Daddy? Come on. Come on up. Hi, Daddy.
Hiya.
Do it again.
Hiya.
Do it again.
Hiya.
Do it again.
All right. Hiya.
Do it again.
Do it again. Hiya. Do it again.
Animated Super Buddy icons on new AOL 9.0 optimized for children of all ages. Look for the new AOL 9.0 optimized at these participating retail stores.
Enjoy your new Durango.
Look, it's got a DVD. And see how smooth the ride is for you and Fluffy?
Liz, what are you doing to him?
I'm just showing little Joey the new Durango.
Son, there's only one thing you need to know. Hemi. Can you say Hemi?
Hemi.
That's my boy.
The all-new Dodge Durango. Big size, smooth ride. Hemi power. Starting under $26,600.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Dodge. You can take life as it comes, or you can grab life by the horns. Dodge. Capital One. What's in your wallet? And by the all-new AOL 9.0 optimized. Life needs upgrades.
After the Philip Buchanan interception, the 2-yard line, 1st and 10, Wheatley. Hit by Herndon, knocked off balance as he crosses the 5, gets a gain of 6 up to about the 7.
Nice film study and preparation by Philip Buchanan. Here's Lilly. Here's Buchanan. Watch Lilly run his route, but watch Buchanan the whole way and how he reacts. He studied the Broncos. He knows out of this formation, they love to go to the backside slot, and he starts accelerating to cut that pass off even before Jake Plummer thought he was going to throw it. That was some defense.
Garner in the backfield, 8-yard line, 2nd down, 4. Outside, Garner. Hit and brought down by Nick Ferguson. The ex-Jet, loss of a yard.
You know, the Broncos in the red zone this year, if you want a real positive, one thing they've done very well is when they get in the red zone, they take advantage and score points. I mean, they usually get in there and score. You see Jake Plummer conferring there with Pat McPherson, the quarterback coach for the Broncos, and that is a gigantic gap for Jake Plummer.
3rd and 5 from the 7. Looking for Porter, cracked by Ferguson, and he's got the first down near the 18-yard line. A gain of 13 yards on the play to Jerry Porter.
You know, that's the reality of life for an Oakland Raider receiver. If you can't get downfield, you're going to take these big hits. Nice audio work right there in front of the Parab mic. Just whoo.
Breathing space down to the 20-yard line.
But if you can't get down the field and you don't have the speed to get long, DBs have that chance to load on you.
Ridley on 1st and 10. There goes a flag.
Before the ball is snapped, ball start, 65, offense, 5 yards, still first down.
That's Barry Sims, and that's 10 penalties on the Oakland Raiders today.
Well, the Raiders are best at something in the league, and it's getting penalties on themselves.
2 tight ends brought in. 1 receiver is Brown. 15-yard line, 1st and 15 for Rick Meyer. Tyrone Wheatley. Oh, look at him find an opening. Flag has been thrown. Kenoy Kennedy knocks him out of bounds at the 40 as it stands now. A gain of 25, but it should be against the Raiders.
Yeah, thrown by the umpire.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Defensive holding.
Yes. Even the Raiders were back there thinking it was on them again.
I don't blame them.
They've had 10 whistled on them this afternoon.
That usually happens inside when a defensive lineman grabs a center or guard to prevent him from getting off on a block.
Holding, number 90, defense, 5 yards, added to the end of the run. First down.
It's against Darius Holland working against Barrett Robbins, the center of the Raiders. Watch the holding right here. As Robbins tries to escape to the 2nd level, Holland grabs him. See him grab the shoulder and pull him so he can't get away? Great call by Chad Brown, the umpire.
45-yard line, 1st and 10, Garner. Running outside, hit by Lenny Walls, driven out of bounds, 42, a loss of 2 on the play. To New York in Jim Nantz.
All right, gentlemen, just remember it's Thanksgiving weekend, and we're talking about Doug Flutie right here. He has a history. Here he is on the run, hitting David Boston. They're within 21-17. Kansas City's drive just ended with Trent Green throwing an interception in the end zone. Let's go back to you.
Boy, and Green has not thrown many interceptions at all. Kansas City #1 in that division. Best in the NFL at 10-1. That's Green's first interception thrown since here in Oakland back in the mid-October 20th game against the Raiders. 2nd down and 12. And not a lot of running room as Sprague makes the stop. And it's Wheatley, who is over 80 yards and a gain of 5 right there. Next Saturday, it's a super day of college sports on CBS. The John Wooden Classic presented by Intel, Kentucky and UCLA. The Home Depot College Football, Army against Navy. One of the great rivalries in sports. Then, at 8 o'clock Eastern, the Southeast Conference Championship as Georgia takes on LSU. Terrific afternoon and evening here on CBS. 3rd down and 7. They've got to get to the 45. Crockett in the backfield. Meyer throws, and it's caught by Porter and fumbled and recovered by the Raiders at the 32-yard line.
No, the Raiders have it. The Broncos think they have it. But the last player to have his hands on the ball was a Raider.
I think Teo Johnson, the rookie tight end. Oh, they say Denver got the ball. And that is a turnover. Didn't it look like the Raiders had that ball?
Absolutely. Porter drops this ball. I mean, nice pass by Meyer. Gets it in there. Coming from the backside. What a nice job by Lenny Walls punching that thing out. But look, Teo Johnson right there, 82. That ball is clearly underneath Teo Johnson. It must have been ripped out. There's Johnson, 82, watching the play. Ball is punched out by Lenny Walls. And there's Teo Johnson right there. He's on it. He has it. That ball must have been ripped out. I can't see how Teo Johnson didn't get that ball.
Well, the Raiders have thrown the challenge flag out onto the field.
Now, this is going to be an almost impossible thing to review because, remember, you're talking about, you know, does he have it here? Well, yeah, it looks like he has it here. By the time they got to it, he didn't have the ball.
Fumble recovery is not challengeable. First down, Denver.
So the Broncos, who just turned it over themselves on a Plummer interception to Phillip Buchanan, with a look at Al Davis.
Remember, in light of what's going on in San Diego, with a Denver loss and a Kansas City win, the Chiefs clinch the AFC West.
Look out for the blitz from Johnson, 32-yard line, 1st and 10, Clinton Portis. Brought down by Harris and Tim Johnson as he slides his way for a first down to the 47, gain of 15 yards.
You know, if you're going to bring the blitz, it's always a good idea as you're running by him to get the guy with the ball. See, Napoleon Harris is being blocked and blocked extremely effectively by Matt Lepsis, 78. That made that play. Big blitz onside. Portis cuts backside, and Lepsis gets the key block, opening up the Bronco running back.
Look at his day. 27 for 123 for Portis, 47-yard line, 1st and 10. Quentin Griffin out of Oklahoma with the gain of 3, stumbling ahead. He is a rookie from Oklahoma. 2nd down and 7.
You know, when you're trying to make a late season run like the Broncos are, at some point you have to have a defining moment as a team that will help you launch forward. I mean, a defining moment here for Denver is to get the ball in this situation, drive down the field, and get points, get touchdown, go up 21-8. That can be a defining moment.
Sharp and Carswell, the tight end. 2nd down, 7 from midfield. Jones becomes a receiver at the bottom of your screen. Portis again playing with the bad heel and busting free and downfield. Tripped up by Asamoah and Charles Woodson. He's inside the 25, bursting for 26 yards. Another Denver first down.
Well, if you're looking for a defining moment, give the ball to a defining player. Clinton Portis is through the front 7 and into the 3rd level, which is the defensive backfield, before the Oakland Raider defense has a chance to even know he's there. That was excellent blocking on that right side by Lepsis again and Dan Neal, and unbelievable acceleration by Portis.
Salam is the left tackle, 24-yard line of Oakland. It is 1st and 10. Portis again steamrolls his way into Barton. The tackle made at about the 20-yard line. Harris there as well. And it is a gain of 5. And on the day, a season-high 154 yards for Portis.
Now you're back into the red zone again for Denver. Last time in here, remember, Jake Plummer throws a pass he'd love to have back right now. You don't do dumb things. Dumb things would be to try to be cute here and do something unique. Be very ununique. Keep giving it to Portis.
19-yard line, 2nd down and 5. Clinton Portis tripped up by Eric Johnson. Tackled at about the 13-yard line, and he is close to a first down.
It is a first down. That was.
Yep, they move it.
I mean, this Raiders defense has had trouble stopping the run in the past. They've had trouble stopping this run today. This is just a pure challenge with moving under 6 minutes to play between Mike Shanahan, his offensive line, and one of the league's marquee backs. Take this game over and get the Broncos a win is their message.
14-yard line, 1st and 10, 2 tight ends, Portis. finds a hole. Chased by Eric Johnson. Belted by Charles Woodson. He's to the 10. Gain of 3. Clock continues to tick.
That was excellent tackling by Charles Woodson. You know, that was a little bit of, you know, payback for the calls that were called on him earlier. That was just sort of okay, throw a flag on that.
6 consecutive runs on this drive by Denver. Down to the 10. 2nd down and 7. 2 tight ends remain, including Sharp. That's the side that Portis runs on over Neal. Submarines past the 5. Brought down by Brayton, close to a first down.
It's going to be just short of a first down, too, Kevin. Nice, aggressive football. Set you up in position not only for a possible touchdown. Remember, here in the red zone area, you're up by 6 points right now. You kick a field goal here, you'll be up by 9. That leaves you up by 2 scores.
4-yard line, 3rd and inches. They've run about 4.5 minutes off the clock.
Portis has run 4.5 minutes off the clock.
Well said. Plummer with the quarterback keeper in the first down to about the 2. That's a gain of 3.
You take a look at, you know, what's been going on around the league today and some of the scores we've seen. Here's the updated playoff picture in the AFC. Kansas City at 10-1. Denver trying to keep track, really, with Baltimore and Indianapolis and Miami. Remember, next week, Miami, off that great Thanksgiving game on CBS last Thursday, goes to New England, now sitting at 10-2.
1st and goal at the 2. Rod Smith in the game. Portis remains with Jones in the backfield. Clinton Portis. He was hit by Napoleon Harris and may have gotten a half-yard, but nothing more. 2nd down and goal. Clock continues to tick. Timeouts, Denver 2, Oakland with 3.
It's like the old Animal House fraternity initiation in the bad guys frat where they were getting the wax on the backside.
Delta House?
Delta House. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's sort of what the Broncos are doing right now, turning around, giving the ball to Clinton, banging it up there into the defense of the Oakland Raiders, and 9 plays, 66 yards, and they get in the huddle and say, thank you, sir. May I have another?
Smith remains a wide receiver. 2nd down, goal at the 1. Jones the lead, Portis the dive, and it is a Denver touchdown, the 2nd today by Clinton Portis. He has had 2 one-yard touchdown plunges today.
Last week, Denver ran for 200 yards, didn't turn the ball over, and lost the game. They're on their way to doing the same thing. They've turned the ball over. They're going to run for over 200 yards, but Clinton Portis and this offense have had themselves a defining moment. Now it's up to the Denver defense to follow up on that moment.
Broncos began the season 4-0, but they have gone 2-5 since. Denver has taken a timeout. With 3:15 to play. Clinton Portis, a big day. 169 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Hey, that thing got a Hemi? You're about to find out. Excuse me. Can I have my order, please?
Dodge Ram with the legendary Hemi. Loved by those who have one, dreamt about by those who don't.
Sweet.
What if the NFL was on demand?
NFL on demand.
Every play, every player, every game on demand.
The Ice Bowl.
The Ice Bowl. The guarantee. The drive, the catch, the
Immaculate reception?
Yeah, the immaculate reception. Let's call the NFL. We're gonna be rich.
They're already working on it.
They are?
Yeah.
Well, that's a buzzkill.
Hey, Bob, you get a new haircut?
No.
Hey, Bob.
Hey.
Did you lose weight?
Nope.
What's different? He finally asked his doctor about Viagra. Find out if a free sample is right for you.
Did you just talk to the doctor?
Yep. Ask your doctor and see the difference.
soldier who lost all he fought for will find a way of life worth dying for. Tom Cruise, The Last Samurai. Rated R. Starts December 5th.
First, the season premiere of NCAA basketball. Then a classic, the Army-Navy game. And in prime time, the SEC Championship. Next Saturday on CBS.
What did Mike Wallace say to Lawrence Taylor, one of the most fearsome players in football history, that made him cry? 60 Minutes tonight.
After the Portis 1-yard touchdown run, they were lining up for the extra point. They're going to go for 2.
Whether you're ahead by 12 or 13 doesn't matter. You want to get ahead by 2 scores, 2 touchdowns, 14 points. That's why you go for 2.
Portis. And it looks like he's in. He is. He laid on top of a guy and squirmed in with some pushing by Tyler Brayton afterwards, but they get the 2. With Portis doing it all today. A terrific corkscrew move by Clinton Portis to get in for 2.
A little squirming Herman.
To all those parents who choose the minivan over the sports car, the vacation in Orlando over Antigua, chicken fingers over chicken cordon bleu. Just think, soon you'll have to do none of those things. Look into retirement savings with the 3rd largest public company in the world. Retirement Loans Insurance. AIG. We know money.
The beautiful 4-carat diamond bracelet. Just $6.99. All year, she takes your breath away. This year, return the favor. Zales, making moments last a lifetime.
Hello, Moto.
We ride together. We die together. Bad Boys for life.
Bad Boys 2. Own it December 9th on DVD.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by AIG. For insurance, loans, and retirement, AIG. We know money. And by Bud Light. For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Clinton Portis with 2 1-yard touchdown runs and a 2-point conversion, 169 rushing yards. What a day as the rain continues to fall here in Oakland. The Broncos trying to sweep the season series against the Raiders. They won earlier in Denver. Kickoff by Norr. Gabriel at about the 14-yard line. Brought down by Sam Brandon with one of the initial hits. 17-yard return to about the 31-yard line. And for those of you expecting to see 60 Minutes, you're watching the NFL on CBS in the game between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. Kevin Harlan alongside Randy Cross. It's Denver 22-8 over the Raiders. 60 Minutes will be seen in its entirety immediately following this game, except on the West Coast, where it will be seen at its normally scheduled time. 1st and 10, 31-yard line outside Charlie Garner. Shoved out of play by Ferguson. 37-yard line, gain of 6. Busy day with Shannon Sharpe getting that touchdown pass right there, his 8th of the season. Clinton Portis with the 1-yard touchdown run, and then moments ago he got his 2nd after he was the guy who authored a good-looking Denver drive and a 2-point conversion by Portis as well. 2nd down and 4. Hitzmaier to the side. Caught Rice, coverage by Walls, and he has a gain of 5 and a 1st down. Oakland, 3 timeouts remaining.
I was here for that last game that they got shut down by that great Baltimore defense back in 2000 in the AFC Championship game. And say, I really think the use of the wide receivers in this offense.
42-yard line, 1st and 10. Porter across the middle. Hit by Spragan, close to a first down, near the 48, and a flag.
Holding on Lincoln Kennedy.
Yep.
Well, it was he wasn't going to let his guy hit Rick Meyer.
Right.
That's the kind of holding penalty an offensive coach will say, okay,
holding,
I'll take that.
Number 72, offense, 10 yards, repeat first down.
Now 1st and 20.
So as Hayward lines up at the left defensive end right here, watch him go up and then underneath Lincoln Kennedy, get the edge, and then Kennedy just grab him. Not moving his feet, but he has the presence of mind to grab Hayward and not let him hit his quarterback.
Denver's got 6 in the secondary. 1st and 20. The next Wheatley, trailed by Ferguson, 39-yard line, gain of 7. And again, the Raiders have the 3 timeouts. With their secondary, 2nd down and 13 for Rick Meyer. Pressure coming from Fadafehi and Price. Incomplete for Rice. Coverage by Jimmy Spencer. Kenoy Kennedy. 3rd and 13 coming up.
Yeah, the amount of production coming out of these wide receivers, 6 catches. And granted, they've accumulated 99 yards out of those 6 catches, but this used to be an offense that absolutely terrified people with the wide things they could do with their wide receivers. Not anymore. It's all short crossing patterns, nothing down the field.
40-yard line, 3rd and 13. Blitz is on. Here comes Herndon. There goes the pass by Meyer, and it's broken up by Jimmy Spencer, who is a player coach in the NFL. One of the first we've seen about the last 2 or 3 decades in the league, guarding Rice. 4th and 13.
Never looks back till the very last second. Perfect position on Jerry Rice. Ball thrown through. He has to sort of go back behind it. It's just, there's Coach Jimmy Spencer. Not only has to prepare everybody else in the defensive backfield for the game, or else has to prepare himself. Some guys have a hard enough time taking care of themselves.
That's right. 4th and 13 remaining at the 40-yard line. 5 remaining in the secondary for the Broncos. Meyer flushed, chased by Hayward, and throwing, caught by Porter. Was he in bounds?
No.
Out of bounds. Caught it, but caught it out of bounds. So it's a Denver possession on the change of downs.
Well, between Jerry Rice and Jerry Porter, right foot in, left foot just on the edge of the boundary. Watch the left foot. Right foot, left foot, right outside. That was a very good call. He was outside.
So on downs it goes to the Broncos, who are trying to stop a 2-game losing streak here in Oakland. And trying to wash away the effects of a stunning loss last week at home to the Chicago Bears.
Well, Mike Shanahan came in here with a very good record against the Raiders. Former Raider coach himself. 13-4 coming in here as a head coach. About to improve on that.
Oakland is challenging the ruling on the field that it was an incompleted pass.
Concentrate on the left foot. Right foot in. I think left foot's outside.
Timeout.
See anything?
Hold up.
Bingo. Down.
That's one way around holiday blackout days. The Capital One Miles One card is a better way. Fly any major airline anytime with no blackout dates.
What's in your wallet? I know where you live!
Rider automatically dispenses a protective shaving conditioner, reducing the risk of abrasion, giving a clean, close shave.
And if you're not completely satisfied, we'll give you your money back. Braun, designed to make a difference.
My name is David Alexander. This time last year, I knew helicopters could fly. That's all I knew, period. And now I know this bird inside and out. The first time I actually flew, it was pretty exciting, pretty nerve-wracking. The instructor took off, flying along at 1,000 feet, and then the instructor said, "You have the controls." And I'm like, oh my God, I'm flying. And if you think that's cool, wait till you see what I'm gonna do next.
Fasten your seatbelts. See if David can handle it. Only at GoArmy.com.
Broncos lead the Raiders 22-8, 2:10 to play in regulation. A driving Raider team, and a throw to Jerry Porter, and it's being challenged by the Raiders. It was ruled out of bounds.
There's basically the boundary. See all this grayish area? That's supposed to be white. You talk about a drive. There's been sort of a driving rain. And that line and that whole big boundary area, it's supposed to make everything so easy to judge, has turned from a white to light gray.
Incompleted forward pass. First down, Denver. Charge Oakland a timeout.
So Oakland has 2 timeouts. I think it was inconclusive. I don't think you could tell that means it reverts to the call on the field.
Because that line was so nondescript, you couldn't tell if it was just inside or on the line. See, if you look at the gray area, right, you can't tell. So if you can't tell and there's nothing definitive, then you can't overrule a call on the field. No, you shouldn't overrule a call on the field.
It appears the Broncos are headed to 7-5, and Oakland to drop to 3-9. First and 10 from the 40-yard line. It's Drones, grabbed by Tim Johnson, among others. It takes us to the 2-minute warning. A touchdown pass by Plummer and 2 touchdown runs by Portis, and it's been all Denver.
Today we salute you, Mr. Way Too Much Cologne wearer. Like a bullhorn, your cologne announces your arrival 4 blocks before you get there.
Here it comes now.
Here a splish, there a splash. You don't stop till every square inch of manhood is covered.
Everywhere a splish splash.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Way Too Much Cologne wearer.
Way too much cologne wearer.
Hey, sweetheart. I miss you.
I miss you too.
What did you do today?
I played soccer.
For your most important calls, reach out on the wireless service America trusts. AT&T Wireless.
What do people see in the new Chrysler Pacifica? I see a woman who knows how to relax.
I see a man who knows where he's going in the world.
I see a painter, a parent, an individual.
I see a mom and a dad who are completely behind their kids.
Introducing the Chrysler Pacifica, well beyond the SUV.
20 years ago, he was a hero. Then he disappeared.
You don't believe in Christmas?
No. Now,
Mom, I think that's him.
Your brother isn't coming home.
a mysterious stranger
You still can't go back.
might make one family's Christmas wish come true.
Come home.
Valerie Bertinelli, Peter Falk, Finding John Christmas, CBS tonight.
Big day for Clinton Portis, 169 yards on the ground. Just a reminder, 60 Minutes coming up next in its entirety, except for those of you on the West Coast, where it will be seen at its normally scheduled time.
And a follow-up on that Mike Wallace piece you saw part of in the NFL Today with Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence describes the NFL he played in. I know it wasn't the NFL I played in, but...
Second down and 8. Portis is out. Hape and Drones in the backfield. All right, 2 tight ends. Hape is the third. He is in motion. Drones. And brought down by all kinds of Raiders. Brayton, Chris Cooper, Asamoah, gain of a yard. Raiders take a timeout, 1 remaining. The progress took him to the 37. Tonight on 60 Minutes, what did Mike Wallace say to Lawrence Taylor, one of the most fearsome players in football history that made him cry? That's tonight on 60 Minutes. Then it's TV's most watched new drama, Cold Case. Followed by the world premiere holiday movie, Finding John Christmas, starring Peter Falk and Valerie Bertinelli. That's tonight, right here on CBS.
You mentioned Christmas. I think all Mike Shanahan wants for Christmas is 10 wins. And with this win against the Oakland Raiders, his team's going to improve to 7-5 and leave him 3 games short of that 10-win mark he's set for his team as the mark they have to get to the playoffs. And historically, over the last 10-15 years, it's proven out that you win 10 games, you'll go to the playoffs. In fact, it's only happened twice that a team has won 10 and not made it lately.
3rd down and 7 from the 37. Drones wrapped up by Barton, hit by Tim Johnson, a linebacker. Raiders take a timeout. And of course, this Denver performance comes on the heels of a loss last week and all the Daryl Gardner things that happened midweek with a suspension by Coach Mike Shanahan.
Yeah, but look at this schedule down the road. You talk about your month of December starts out with an all-day sucker, having to go into Kansas City and play those Chiefs to get your 8th win. Wow.
Let's go to our studios in New York and Jim Nance.
All right, Kevin and Randy, and the Chiefs with 2:19 to play have a 28-17 lead. 3rd and goal. Trent Green for the 2nd time today, hooking up with Tony Gonzalez. And again, a little more than 2 minutes away from 11-1. Let's send you back out to Oakland.
All right, thank you. Trent Green used to play for the San Diego Chargers back in the '93 season, so looks like a triumphant game for him. So with the Chiefs on the road to a win and Denver, we're going to put them at 7-5 right now, and that in the hunt is very true.
And that'll put the Chiefs at 11-1.
Yeah, they've never been 11-1 before. It'll be the first time in the history of their franchise. 4th and 6, and Denver will go for it. Oakland out of timeouts. Drones and Haight, 36-yard line. And chased by Bromell. Palmer goes down at the 40-yard line, and they'll turn it over to the Raiders on downs. Great week of NFL football next Sunday on CBS. We talked about the Kansas City-Denver game. A lot of you will see Miami and New England. And look at the Colts in Tennessee to begin things at 1 Eastern. Cincinnati-Baltimore is a great game.
Yeah, I've said it before. Watch that NFL Today where it all starts at 12 o'clock with the boys. You watch Baltimore. The Baltimore Ravens, if they get that offense going like it did against the Niners today, they may become the factor team in the AFC.
1st and 10, Meyer. He knocks the ball free. It's brought in, gathered up by Al Wilson. Another turnover for Denver. They've got 3, and that will close it out. And the Broncos, barring a turnover, will win it.
Just a nice chopping motion by Fadafehi on that sack, bringing his arms across the forearm of Meyer and popping that ball loose.
Executive producers of the NFL on CBS, Sean McManus and Tony Petitti. The coordinating director, Larry Cavallina. Today's game produced by Bob Monsbach, directed by Bob Fishman. Coordinating producer of CBS Sports, Harold Bryant. Associate director of today's game, Fred Johnson. Broadcast associate, Jason Ross. Technical manager, Doug Fleetum. The technical director is Dennis Stone. Audio supervisor, Pete Adams. Statistician, Pat McGrath. So that's it. One more play. Denver to 7-5. Oakland dropping to 3-9. You think the Broncos approach this game like it was a playoff game? They had to win it to stay alive.
They've got 4 more playoff games to go, starting with that big one next week in Kansas City.
And the Broncos, with the win, will stop a 3-game road losing streak with this victory. Second down and 11. Plummer goes to a knee through a touchdown pass to Shannon Sharp. Portis had a couple of 1-yard touchdown runs and 169 yards rushing.
You know, basically a personal note here. I want to say to a guy like Jerry Rice, and about a guy like Jerry Rice, who's, in my opinion, the greatest football player to ever play in the NFL, bar none. Whatever era, whatever position you want to talk about, you know, Jerry Rice deserves better. The Raiders have had, to put it mildly, a disappointing season. Jerry Rice, 42 years old, still has a lot of good football in him, and I hope we still see Jerry Rice on the football field next year.
So, Jim Nance, a big day for Clinton Portis. Denver with the big win. Let's send it to you in New York.
All right, thank you very much, Kevin.